say. Consistently rolling.
Welcome back to Consistently Rolling. I'm Leisha. As you all know, from the last episode, I told you guys that I was going to be raw and real and speak my truth. And okay, yeah, we're really in it now. But I'm not going to tell you guys the whole story. So for those of you who are looking for that, you can leave now. But I am going to tell you the truth of it. And I'm not going to lie because this is the whole thing about it. I've been recording this 3-4 times because I want to get it right. Because I want to be able to reach those that are in the process of this journey with me. You know how they always say, you ever woke up one day? But it's true. You feel like your whole life feels just different. It's not dramatic. It's not loud. It's just unfamiliar territory. Like things that you were trying to hold together starts to feel heavy. Conversations, they hit different, and people do too. You feel weird because you don't know what to say, don't know what spaces to be in, don't know who to trust. And your body starts to react way before your mind even understands why or what's even really going on. But sorry you guys, becoming it isn't loud. It's that quiet nudge that you just can't ignore anymore. For me though, becoming, it felt like a tug of war. Like I was trying to adjust to things I didn't ask for. But knowing that I couldn't pretend. I couldn't pretend anymore. My spirit felt it. Conversations that I was having with people just to try to get some clarity of understanding what it was that I was going through. And they really couldn't because they didn't have the language for what it was. It showed up in my reactions, in my silence, in the way things just landed different. I felt like I was falling apart. But I guess I wasn't. I was just being rearranged. But it's that space where everything is removed. And God puts you there where you just have to sit with yourself. And when your spirit wakes up, even your vision changes. You start seeing people very clear. It's not harsh, but you see them very honestly. You start feeling that tension, that disconnect, that misalignment. But becoming didn't just show me them. It started showing me. Not just the good parts, but the parts that just started breaking slowly. The parts I hid under routine and survival, and even under pretending I was okay. And it started being hard to feel like I was okay. And I'm not speaking this because we over there, we on the other side. No, I'm walking this right now. And some of my clarity, it came from, I'm starting to see things of the younger version of me. Not the whole story, but the patterns of it. Like, growing up, I didn't always tell the truth. And it wasn't because I wanted to lie. It was because truth didn't feel safe. And when truth feels risky, you learn in little ways how to protect yourself. And some of those habits, they follow you. They follow you into adulthood. And it's not that you want to hurt anybody. It's that you just want to protect your own feelings. And honestly, some of that comes from wanting to belong, wanting to be wanted, wanting to be or even feel safe somewhere, wanting to be just seen for you and who you are. And the wild thing is, those patterns just didn't stay in childhood. They grew up with me. They showed up in relationships, in the moments where I was trying to hide, or even when I wasn't trying to hide. And I was just trying to make sense of myself while someone else was trying to make sense of me also. They were in times when I wasn't quiet because I didn't care. I was quiet because I didn't know how to say I'm hurting without sounding like I'm asking for too much. There were times I wasn't even loud because I was angry. I was loud because I was tired of explaining my pain, especially through a language that I didn't even understand. And I still don't understand that yet. And sometimes I rejected, or I even reacted instead of responding. Not because I wanted to end or win an argument, but because I was trying not to feel rejected. Wasn't trying to feel small. And I wasn't trying to feel invisible. Some of my behaviors came from fear. Some from survival. Some from loving deeply without knowing the communication clearly. And I'm not healed from this yet, guys. As you can see, I tense up and all that stuff. And that's because I'm saying this because I'm right in the middle of it. The uncomfortable middle of it. The place where I'm meeting the version of myself who didn't know any better and learning how to do better now. And for me, I feel like that's the part of becoming. That's the part I didn't even see coming. And it's rough. And it's hard. It's hard sometimes to accept and adjust. And it comes those times where you like, okay, I know all of this. So what do I do now? How do I live through all of this? Because you're not trying to be gentle, but you're trying to stay present. Or you're trying to be gentle, but you also want to be present. You're not trying to go backwards, because backwards feels very familiar. Even the uncomfortable feels comfortable because it's familiar. You're trying to learn how to set boundaries when you've been bending for years. See, becoming is messy. It's soft. It's confusing. But man, that mirror is so honest. Even saying my own name out loud, the one that I'm stepping into, it catches me in my throat because I'm learning her and I'm growing into her, and I'm trying, or I'm learning to become her. When you start becoming again, something spiritual opens. Not the dramatic things, just the quiet ones. Your dreams, they start to be more intense. You start noticing patterns of numbers start to follow you. You feel pulled towards things that you've been avoiding for a long time. But it doesn't feel scary. It feels familiar, like home. Like your spirit is waiting for you to catch up. See, religion didn't teach me that. Life did. And life is. I don't have all the answers. And I guess I'm not supposed to. And that's the part that I'm trying to get out of, because it's hard to let go of that control. But I know something in me is waking up, and it's something that I can't unfeel. And I know a lot of you guys are feeling it too, because we're having conversations. Like you're outgrowing what you were taught, but you don't fully know what you're stepping into yet. Honestly, this shift just isn't about who's around me. It's about me learning myself without the old survival patterns. It's learning what love truly means when love wasn't modeled clearly. It's learning who I am when I'm not bending to belong. I don't have to lie about it anymore. And I'm learning that some people can only meet you at the level that they're aware of, not at the level of your heart or your growth. Becoming is learning not to shrink to match anyone's capacity. That's not love. That's self-abandonment. So this episode, this is the truth of where I am. I'm not broken. I'm not even fixed. I'm just becoming. And I'm okay with that right now. I really am. It's a very complex and perplexed of emotions, but I'm learning to keep my boat afloat even while the waves are raging. So today, I hope you take what spoke to you and let the rest just breathe. Your spirit heard what it needed quietly, in its own way. And I pray that you guys return for the next episode. Because even in that one we're going to go and talk about the questions you weren't even allowed to ask. That's my truth, y'all. This is where I am. This has been another episode of Consistently Rolling, where real life keeps moving, and so do we. And if you're listening to this, I hope you know, even in the middle of your becoming, that you are loved.